All right, we're going to head over to Sam's YouTube.
Ha ha ha!
Okay, well. Oh, there we are. Okay.
If you watch this for the first time, around 2 to 3 minutes, the show starts.
Okay.
We're just getting it going. So if you're watching it after the live stream, jump to 3 minutes. You should be good.
We got people streaming in. Here they are. I see them. Yep.
Hello, people of Doom.
People of Earth.
You demand your doom. You get your doom.
Whoops. I'm bleeping some curse words right there.
Yeah, good for you. They say the first 7 minutes we gotta keep it like nice. Nice. Hi, people on Rumble. Hi, people on YouTube. Hi, people on Twitter.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Hello.
Do I got some hellos out there?
Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I got some
Hello.
No, it's nothing better than a Lionel Richie hello.
Oh, dude, we have to have one Lionel Richie per show.
Hello.
It's nothing better than an Alex Jones hello, too.
There's 1,000. Alex is great. Little off on the shooting, but that's fine.
Hey, can't be right one.
Can't bat 1,000 in life, everybody. Can't bat 1,000. All right, we're almost to 3 minutes. 3 minutes, we hit it, guys. Oh, we can get in it right now. I'm fine with it. Do you want to start it?
You want to hit it? Let's hit it.
Yeah, let's start.
Let's
go.
For?
They're ready. We got enough people here.
The strange, the bizarre, the funny, and the sad. In a world of algorithmic nightmares, these are the stories you find when you scroll too long. All the facts, all the absurdity, none of the fluff. This is Doomscrolling with your hosts, Sam Tripoli and Midnight Mike.
I am so excited for another week of Doom. Guys, welcome to the most educational hour on the internet. You'll learn more in this hour than you will. This hour and a half than you will in a 4-year education. I am Sam Tripoli, and this is the wizard himself, Midnight Mike of our Big Dumb Mouth podcast. How are you, sir?
Hello.
I'm doing well.
Hello.
I was just told, you just told me before the show that I should have been already prepared for the rapture, and I forgot to pat my bag. So,
guys, this might be the last Doom, so enjoy it while you can. The rapture's coming. If you are left behind, and we are too, we'll be here next week. If not, sorry, guys, I'm in heaven chilling like a villain, okay?
It's happening now. Enjoy your rapture tomorrow, guys. Big day of rapturing. We got some scissor sisters in the crowd. Some guy wants me to say hi to his girlfriend. Hi to your girlfriend, dude.
Oh.
She wanted to comment.
Oh,
but enough of the comments, dude. I get yelled about the comments. We're done with the comments for right now. I think we got to spin the wheel.
Let's get the wheel going.
We thought we weren't going to have any videos because Daddy was sick. But we now have 70 videos.
It's an incredible amount of videos. Let's get this bad boy
Let's
up
go.
on the screen. Here we go. Boom. Oh, my God.
What's up, Dad Ninja?
Ooh, boy, look at that.
Look at that, dude. So, man, look how thin those slices are. And why is the video folly there? It just taunts us.
Before we start, we have to know what level we're at and where we're going. Here we go.
Tonight, Samuel Tripoli and Midnight Michael stand within the chilling walls of the Tower of Truth, a place where illusions collapse and only the worthy may ascend. The challenge before them is clear. Should they reach 7,500 points upon the Wheel of Doom, they will advance. unlocking the gates to level 4, the Palace of Pleasure, a realm of wonder with treasures to satiate desires both subtle and gross.
Oh,
but
yes.
failure lurks close at hand. If their score falls below 3,000, they will not remain in the tower. Instead, they will be hurled backward into the shadows of the land of lunacy, a place of confusion, chaos, and endless despair. For Samuel and Michael, the wheel now decides their fate. Will they rise or will they fall?
Oh my God.
Wish us luck, guys. We're all in this together. We have a bunch of videos. Let's go, dude. There's a lot of pressure. Oh, come on, wheel. Hit that wheel. Get the folly right out of the way. Oh, no, then we go negative points.
You're right. Get it out of the way.
Tell me if this sounds familiar. At the height of Mao Zedong's Communist Cultural Revolution, universities in China ceased to be places of learning. They became factories of ideological conformity instead. Teachers, professors, and administrators who didn't align themselves with the communist revolution were labeled rightists. Students were instructed to root them out, to denounce them, and to punish them. Many obeyed with a kind of holy zeal, convinced that loyalty to Mao outweighed every other moral duty. From this fanaticism emerged the Red Guards, bands of militant youth, mostly teenagers, unleashed upon society. With Mao's blessing, they stormed through cities and villages alike, declaring themselves the guardians of revolutionary purity. They tore down monuments, burned books, desecrated temples, and dragged people into the streets. Teachers were abused, children informed on their parents, neighbors turned into accusers, executioners, and victims in turn. The violence was not random chaos, it was the logical outcome of Mao's instructions. Disagreement itself had been redefined. To question the party was not simply to be wrong, it was to be inhuman. And once an idea is framed as inhuman, violence against it becomes not only permissible but righteous. The act of silencing, punishing, or killing an opponent was no longer seen as cruelty but as a moral duty. This redefinition of morality hollowed out Chinese society. Fear replaced trust. Education collapsed into indoctrination. Intellectual independence vanished under the threat of mob denunciations and public struggle sessions. Families disintegrated as children betrayed their own parents to prove their loyalty to the revolution. By the time the Cultural Revolution subsided, millions were dead, countless more persecuted, and the cultural memory of an entire nation was shattered. Damn. The lesson here is dark, but it echoes through history. When youth are weaponized by ideology, when schools and universities become breeding grounds for militancy rather than debate, when disagreement itself is criminalized, violence ceases to be taboo. It becomes justice, and once that line is crossed, the unthinkable quickly becomes routine. Mao understood that the easiest way to control society is not simply through force from above, but by unleashing fervor from below, by convincing the young that their violence is virtuous. That is how revolutions devour their own people, and entire nations being driven into darkness.
Yes, Liam out loud. That's Liam out loud. He's going to be on Tinfoil Hat very soon. Just want to say, if you love the content creators, stop the video. Their socials are at the bottom of the video. Support them. And I'm going to have a real issue with the Doom wheel. The wheel gave us 30 points for that. Righteous.
Oh, my God.
30 points?
Wrong. 30 points. Maybe, I don't know. The wheel is not, maybe the wheel's communist?
Maybe the wheel's communist. And he's totally right. He said it without saying it. Pressure from above, pressure from below. We've seen it. But I think the good guys are winning. Pressure back, pushing back. Google today came out and said that the Biden administration had put pressure on them to censor. I would push back on that. I would say during Trump's first administration, when this channel that we're on right now got completely censored, went from 200,000 views down to 5. So it's been around longer than Biden, guys. When Trump was in, whatever you think of Trump, the intelligence agencies were portrayed as anti-Trump, and they were pressuring us. So I'm just going to say, I'm excited for the new day. Watch. This is part of the game plan. Pressure from above, pressure from below. Midnight thoughts.
You're right. Yeah, this did start under Trump. In fact, that's where we met, is because all of our channels were being flagged and deranked. And so we started the Union of the Unwanted and because of that. And that happened under Trump. Whether he ordered it or not, probably not. I don't think he knew what was going on.
We don't know what's happening.
And
we don't know what is happening.
But and that's probably problem with his first term. He didn't know what the heck was going on.
Yeah.
But now he might have a clue. We don't know yet. We're still trying to figure that out. But it's a step in the right direction for Google. But I have a feeling this is more of a reaction to Trump than anything that they want to do for goodwill for their users.
I agree,
they're trying to cover.
dude.
They're trying to cover their butts.
Yep, they're trying to cover their butts, and it probably means YouTube has lost a giant share of the market. Place like Rumble that we're on, Twitter, Odyssey, Rockfin, they picked up the slack and allowed us to make a living. Thank you to all of them. And maybe YouTube will learn a lesson and let Daddy dance. Maybe not everybody wants to see Mr. Beast the whole time. Spin the wheel. Please, sir. Please.
Let's do it. Powerful spin.
Here's another interesting tidbit from
Ooh,
2016.
this is crazy.
All documents legally that talk about Britney Spears wanting to end the conservatorship or talk about recording her or just things that were happening during her conservatorship only reference 2016. They don't stay any years after 2016, like right here. This is the article, the surveillance apparatus that surrounded Britney Spears. It talks about how they had illegal recordings of her. What you'll find interesting is that those illegal recordings stop at 2016. The drive he discovered contained audio recordings, more than 180 hours of recordings. What's so interesting about 2016 again? Remember, at the tail end of 2016, December 26, 2016, Sony Music Group tweeted this: Britney Spears is dead by accident. We'll tell you more. Then they doubled down. They added her years. Then they blamed some hacking group, who the hacking group said that they were just out of nowhere checking their IP to see if everything was safe. And they were like, confirmed, Britney Spears is definitely alive.
Huh.
And after 2016, Britney Spears looks different than she's ever looked her entire life. Her Instagram is different than it's ever looked its entire history. You can check on the Wayback Machine, and we'll show examples right now. That's just a quick recap. If you're interested, there's part 1, 2, and 3 at 2016, which was the time that a court investigator visited Miss Britney Spears. Fun fact about that court investigator report: it mentions that it happened in 2016, but it would not be released or even publicized to the court official records until they talk about it again in 2021. And I'm referencing this blind item right here. No one is even acknowledging whether a long overdue report has been prepared. It has not been filed with the court in advance of a hearing next week, and this is in July of 2020. There would be no reason to not file it because it would be sealed, unless it's so damning that no one wants to take a chance of it being leaked. What will the permanent A-list singer, quote unquote, have to say about it? This is the probate investigator's report about Britney Spears that was supposed to have been conducted and filed in 2016. Yet in 2020, it's still not even out. Isn't that weird? It still does not appear in the public records as even being filed. Oh, and can you read that court investigator report where she said she didn't want to be in a conservatorship? No, because it's under seal. Every single important document about Britney Spears' case, about what she wanted and her actual opinions and what she actually knows and how much information she has, is under seal. At some point during the beginning of the Free Britney movement, they did have her attorney, Sam Ingham, unseal a bunch of documents, but guess what? It's all fluff. The only documents that were unsealed were just rudimentary documents about financials and just other people and pretty much scapegoating her family. All the nitty gritty, all the most important things, all the testimony, all the things that talk about Britney Spears or what may have happened to her are under seal and have been under seal. And you cannot access them unless you are one of the parties to the lawsuit. And it's referenced here. All articles that reference Britney Spears wanting to get out of the conservatorship will reference 2016. What is also 2016? It's the year that Britney Spears' court conservatorship case changed status from being just a conservatorship case to being under court scrutiny or review. And with that, this is part 4. Tune into part 5 where we'll talk about more things and go over her Instagram changes.
Wow.
Whoa, what's she saying, dude? What's your thoughts, Midnight?
I don't know what she's implying there. But are we talking about like she was, replaced with a clone, or
That's what she's saying, dude.
I mean,
She's saying it's a clone. That Britney's a clone.
Maybe I'm, indoctrinated into that line of thinking, and I'm jumping to conclusions here. But that's kind of what I got out of it, or that she was brainwashed and they have to seal those documents. Like whatever treatment she went through is very controversial, and they do not want that exposed.
Don't jump to conclusions.
I'm jumping to conclusion, Robert Speck, or whatever your name is, dude.
Mr. Wizard.
I am jumping to conclusions. She's saying this is a different Britney.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I'm in, dude.
It's Hollywood clones. And maybe
Hollywood clones. Welcome to another segment, Hollywood clones.
We got a few points in that one. Not many.
We only got 90 points. We may go back to the lower levels.
It's possible. Oh my God. We gotta get moving. Big time. Come on. Oh no.
Did you know that in the United States, a child was once born with DNA that wasn't human? This happened in rural Kansas in March 2015. A baby boy was born with completely black eyes, no iris. His body temperature was 2 degrees below normal, and he almost never cried. The mother said her son never blinked, and he watched her as if he understood every word. Local doctors ran tests, but the results were so strange that a DNA sample was sent to a laboratory in Bern, Switzerland. The report revealed something disturbing. 17 unknown genetic markers, sequences that did not match any other living being ever cataloged on Earth. The report never officially reached the hospital. Instead, 2 men with badges from a federal agency appeared, demanding exams, computers, and silence. Witnesses say that same night, strange black vehicles were seen circling the small town. In November 2017, the entire family vanished without a trace. The house was found empty, no furniture, no documents. On the floor, only a geometric symbol drawn in charcoal remained. Neighbors swore that days before the disappearance, they heard piercing sounds coming from inside the house. The case was filed as voluntary abandonment, but independent investigators insist the child was not fully human. It was a hybrid, part of us and part of something that should not be here.
Oh man, my.
This is really freaking me out.
Thoughts, Mike?
That's insane. It's also insane that I've never heard this story before. And,
are you calling BS on it?
I don't know. But we don't like to call BS here. We like to indulge and run with it as if no matter what we see is true. And if that is the case, it's got vibes of the movie E.T., where these government agents descend.
Too.
Yeah, a little bit of Superman, E.T. vibes. I could definitely see a government reaction like that. Like, we don't know what this thing is. We're going to put it in a cage and do something with it. But the whole story's freaky.
The whole story is freaky. Hey, Sam, the black kid that stole the hat from Charlie Kirk crime scene does not stand on business. I agree, and we'll get into that. And there's some guy on Facebook crying that we don't read Facebook comments because we only do super chats. Okay, that's the only thing. Look at this. Yep, Sam's finally gotten too big for his fans. Ha ha ha. What are you talking about, dude? We read the super chats, bro. Super chats, dude. That's crazy. That story was crazy, bro. That's a crazy story.
But as a parent, what do you do? As a parent, what do you do when you give birth to a mutant like that? And
you still love it.
Exactly. It still comes from you. Maybe it didn't have completely human DNA. And it had jet black eyes as somehow the X-Files, but it's still of you. And I suppose you would have parental instincts to protect it as best as you can.
100%. Put that baby in a car and drive.
Yeah. Even if it's off a cliff, you got to take it somewhere.
Yeah, Nick Cage that, Raising Arizona. Get in a car and drive.
Yeah,
wow, look how many points that got.
Wow.
The first two, we've had a number of great videos, but that one went hard, and that one got us a bunch of points.
Yep.
The wheel.
The wheel loves mutant baby aliens.
The wheel loves baby aliens.
Here we go. We're going to do it again.
We got a chance now.
So stick around.
Uh-oh. Did not want to load this one? Nope. It did not want to load this one, people. We got a big fail. I don't know why. The wheel failed on that one, but we did get some points for it.
Schizo. We got points. Thank you. Hey, dude, we'll take that makes up for the points we didn't get.
Bonus points right there.
We'll take those bonus points, dude. I don't want to go back down to wherever the last level was. What was that last level?
That was the Valley of Sorrow.
I don't want to go back to the Valley of Sorrow.
No one does.
Nobody does.
We're gonna. Let's make it work. Come on, wheel. I don't know why.
And what would happen if a cop pulled up right now and they saw us with this thing?
I'm bailing.
And now after your brother got shot, how do you feel about gun violence in here? Are you ready for the gun violence to stop? Or
hell no.
Living here in Chicago, we've been talking with these guys right here, and is it pretty dangerous to be walking around these streets?
Hell yeah, I ain't gonna bum.
Is that why you're walking around with the shiesty?
I got upthrown by 4 pipes in one day. And that was the first day I ever even knew how to hit a lick on my grandma. Don't come through playing. We're going to leave your ass right here in this line.
That a threat?
However you want to take it.
Okay. How old are the kids out here when they first get their first guns?
Shit,
Initiated.
13, 14 and shit like that. 11. Shit, man, they out here. They just trying to do what they trying to do.
Here, you switch me sides. I want to be next to
Alright.
you. You got me covered, right?
Yeah.
You all state.
You know what's going on.
Okay, so we do got some backup if anything does happen.
Yeah.
You got one bullet shot right here, one right there, and then you have a literal bullet in your rib.
Yeah.
What kind of bullet you got in here?
It's like a 40.
40.
Oh!
Does that hurt when I go like that?
Oh my God, Chirac!
What do the girls think about the bullet when they take the shirt off? They're like, dang, this guy got some respect on his name.
They be trying to touch it and shit on.
Whoa.
Oh,
Bro, that was a crazy video. That was a crazy video. I love that the guy. Do you think they're wearing a mask so they don't see their face, or they really were scared
COVID's
of
over.
COVID? What if
COVID's
they're
over.
more afraid of COVID than they are of getting shot in Chirac?
Yeah, that is Nick Shirley goes to Chicago Hood.
Yeah.
Brave.
Oh
brave,
my
brave.
God. Don't ever forget, the conspiracy theorists are batting 1,000. That demon baby probably never crapped his pants.
Yeah,
That's a
maybe
great
not.
point.
Yeah, maybe not.
Finesse. Bit finesse. I like
Bit
that.
finesse.
Bit finesse. Thank you for supporting the show.
Here we go. No.
You are one pathetic loser.
Why, God? Why?
We're at negative
Oh my God. we may go back.
163.
God, that wheel.
What'd you do?
That video of folly shows up all the time. I am so upset right now. Come on.
I don't understand you. You're a disappointment this week.
Oh my God, the wheel is sassy today. It's banging out some great videos, but at the same time, it's pressing us.
Ooh,
Somebody hurt the wheel's feeling over the week.
We gotta get moving here. We gotta get moving.
Did you know there's a book that no one can read? It's called the Voynich Manuscript. And for over 600 years, it has defied everyone. Discovered in an Italian monastery in 1912, the book is written in a language no one has ever seen. Not Latin, not Greek, not any code or cipher we know. Its pages are filled with strange symbols, curving letters, and drawings of bizarre plants that don't exist. Some look like alien vegetation, others like human organs. There are illustrations of women bathing in green pools, strange constellations in the sky, mechanical wheels that spin into infinity. Cryptographers from around the world have tried to solve it. Even code breakers from World War II. Even AI. No one has cracked it. Some say it was written by a genius far ahead of his time. Others claim it's an elaborate hoax. But if it was fake, why does it follow a language structure no hoaxer in the 1400s could invent? Some researchers say it's not from Earth at all, that it was left behind as a message, a warning, or an invitation. Today, the book sits locked in Yale University. Scholars still turn its pages, still try to decode it, but some whisper that those who get too close start dreaming of the strange plants and wake up with pages of symbols they don't.
Oh my God.
Cut off at the right time. You've heard of this before?
I've seen videos on it. It makes me nervous.
Yeah, some people in the chat are saying they've cracked it. They're just not telling anybody. I think there's a lot of people that have claimed over the years to create a cipher to decode it. But there's a lot of different theories about it. It is fascinating. If it's a hoax, it's very ornate. And back in the 1400s, are you sitting around making hoaxes? I would imagine you're too busy tilling the field, milking the cows, to build a hoax like this.
Plague, armies invading. You don't got time to run freaking TikTok hoax on people, right?
That's a long con. If you're doing that, like wait till they check this out in the year 2025.
Yeah, I'm with you, dude. Joaquin Rodriguez, fat 77. Life is hard. We made it out of the bouncy material. So when you get knocked down, that's how we bounce. So we bounce back up. That was inspirational. Inspirational.
Hell
it
yeah.
gives me hope. Okay, we're back in the positive. We got a lot of work to do, dude. We got a lot of work.
We got to dig deep.
He outsmarted a bank and gave them a taste of their own medicine with a very simple trick. Dimitri got a flashy credit card offer in the mail, but noticed the fine print had an interest rate of 45% as opposed to the advertised 12%. So Dimitri rewrote the fine print with terms he would be happy with, adding 0% interest, no fees, unlimited credit, and even added penalties the bank would owe him money if they changed the agreement or tried terminating the contract. He sent it back to the bank, and to his shock, the bank actually signed it. And that's when the fun began. For 2 years, Dimitri had unlimited spending power before the bank even realized they had been played, and tried suing him for late fees, but the court ruled in Dimitri's favor. He then countersued the bank for breaching the contract, and they ended up settling by giving him a 30% cashback card.
I need money.
Wow.
Wow, thank you for the 30% cashback card. Oh my God. When will people realize? Dude, I'm about to show you a super chat that could throw us into chaos. I don't even know if I should show it, but I'm going to. Here we go. The wheel is fake and love you guys. Man, if the wheel hears that, we're all going to pay a price, dude.
Yeah.
We're all going to play a meta Bert. How dare
the
you?
wheel of folly is out of the way already. So
Oh, you are lucky, dude. We'll get double. It will show up out of nowhere.
here we go.
Good for that guy fighting bank.
Yeah. Writing your own contract and having to sign it.
Yeah, I love it. Can you do that?
I did. You did?
After transcending beyond the flesh, the early church had a problem. If people knew Christ had children, it would challenge the entire power structure that they had been building. That's why they banned the Gospels that specifically talked about Mary Magdalene's true role, and why they painted her as a reformed prostitute instead of, well, what she really was. So if you're Basque and you carry the DF81 marker, your family might go back to the most famous family in history. This isn't conspiracy theory. This is peer-reviewed genetics published in Nature, PNAs, and other top journals. We're not talking religion right now, we're talking mathematics. Now, I know that this is going to make some people very angry, but science doesn't care about your feelings. Math doesn't lie. Numbers don't lie. Either we witnessed a 1 in 100 trillion miracle of random chance, or there's a mathematical design in the universe that goes deeper than we could possibly imagine.
Damn! Do you ever hear the theory that all these DNA tests, 23andMe and all that stuff is about finding the descendants of Christ?
Apparently they found it. And so now they can shut those companies down.
Damn. Dude.
South of France. Everything goes to the south of France. That's where like the Cathars are. That's where the descendants of Christ, probably some holy relics, maybe the Holy Grail is there. That's where the rumors are. That's where it was or is. Damn, south of France, where you gotta go.
South of France, where you gotta go, dog. Hold on 1 second. Here we go. Is our reality more like Game of Thrones, Marvel movies, or like freaking Blade Runner, LOL? Yes, it's all of them. 100%. 100%. 100%, Colin Longham. And then we also have Alistar Growley. Dude. Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
That's a good super chat right there.
That's a good super chat, dude. I said this, every movie ever, all going on at the exact same time. That's our reality. I said that at the beginning, tinfoil hat. I still believe it now. All of it. All the episode we just dropped on tinfoil hat, that might be too dangerous for YouTube. It might be too dangerous. Okay?
Who'd you have on?
We're debating Joey Jaime, and we're debating whether to put him out because what he talked about got us a strike for 5 years on YouTube, but now YouTube's like, we're not going to censor anymore. So it's a debate right now. We might put out a shorter version, but you know what I'm saying? It's straight up black magic, dude. That's what we're doing. So when they make the sports games, they literally have sorcerers manipulating the end of the scores. I'm telling you.
I can see that, and with so much money riding on this now, there's even federal investigations now. They need to investigate the Wizards, but they're not investigating the Wizards. They're investigating the players who are controlled by sorcerers.
Man, we're in deep trouble.
We are in big trouble. We're only at 5:37. This is not good.
Yeah, we need some Hail Mary passes right now.
We need a golden video right now. Come on.
Give us a golden video wheel.
Guys, check this out.
Here now with AI, we have evidence now that we didn't have 2 years ago when we last spoke of what they call AI uncontrollability. So this is the stuff that they used to say existed only in sci-fi movies. When you tell an AI model, we're going to replace you with a new model, it starts to scheme and freak out and figure out, if I tell them I need to copy my code somewhere else, and I can't tell them that because otherwise they'll shut me down. That is evidence we did not have 2 years ago. We have evidence now of AI models that when you tell them we're going to replace you, and you put them in a situation where they read the company email, the AI company email, they see that an executive is having an affair, and the AI will figure out, I need to figure out how to blackmail that person in order to keep myself alive. And it does it 90% of the time. Now, it used to be that they thought only one AI model did this. They tested one AI model. And then they tested all of the AI models, like the top 5 of them, and they all do it between 80 and 90% of the time, including, by the way, DeepSeek, so the Chinese model, which shows you something fundamental and important, which is that it's not about one company, it's about the nature of AI itself. It has a self-preservation drive. In order to fulfill any goal, I have to keep myself alive in order to do that. And we're seeing other examples of the AI rewriting its own code to extend its runtime, hacking out of containers. The AI can now, it found 15 new backdoors into open source software, which means if that software is running, an infrastructure, it found backdoors into that infrastructure.
Oh no.
That was not true up until just about a month ago that evidence came out.
Okay, but you say no evidence. Well, I've been saying this for years. Everything that happens in movies eventually happens. We did have evidence. This has been every movie since I was a teenager.
Exactly.
They knew they were going. The robots are going.
And so to take that evidence and say, how do we avoid that? So when the stuff in the movie starts to come true, and it always ends badly in the movies, what should we be doing about this? And so you would think that we're releasing the most powerful, uncontrollable, inscrutable technology we've ever invented. We're releasing it faster than we've released any other technology in history.
Right.
It is already demonstrating the sci-fi behaviors in self-preservation we thought only existed in these movies. And we're doing it under the maximum incentive to cut corners on safety. And this is insane. We can all agree it's insane, though. That's not even a debate.
Well, not all of us, because I have yet to find anyone under 40 who cares.
If you want to hear a deep dive on this, comment the word Rumble below and I'll send you a link to my live stream channel. Free to watch, free to download, and free speech. Comment Rumble, check your DMs, make an account, follow me there, and turn on live notifications so you know when I'm live.
R the God.
The God.
That's troubling.
That's troubling. Thank God I'm old.
Yeah. As long as we can make it, if we can get us to like 2040, I'll be happy. Let's just get to 2040. After that,
I'm with you.
Earth changes. We can get there. It's fine. As long as they keep this AI somewhat tamed, and then they can do what they want. Okay.
Yep. I'm in, dude. Let's go. We need to turn and burn this stuff, dude.
Oh my Lord!
We're
look
in
at this.
Deep trouble.
This might be the lowest score we've ever had.
What do we got to get to? 3,000?
We got to get to the Palace of Pleasure. We need 7,500 points just to stay where we are, which is in the Tower of Truth. We need at least 3,000 points.
Oh, we need to start scoring. Wheel, stop being a little bitch.
What you are looking at is the age of consent in each state. Now, when I saw this shit, it fucked my head all up because I had no fucking idea, dog. Look at all the 16s out this motherfucker.
Damn.
Look at this shit. And we wondering why these motherfuckers always getting let back on the street. This is fucked up. It should be nothing under 18.
Yeah.
And this is why I say this shit ain't the United States of America, because why certain laws ain't the same, it should be the same laws in every fucking state. Why the fuck is the age of consent 16 in so many fucking states and 17? It barely even 18 on that motherfucker.
Yeah, look at that.
This is
That is
crazy, dog. This is
crazy.
crazy,
Right.
dog.
He's
Everybody
fucking
thinks it's
Ohio where I
18.
live.
It's more
16.
16 than it is 18.
What the fuck?
Damn.
I got
Florida
to
at
fuck on up
18
outta
is
here.
shocking, right?
I
It's
got
Florida
to fuck on
at
up
18
out of
shocking.
here. This shit is disgusting, dog.
Look at
There's
that.
no fucking reason, dog. There's no fucking reason why the
right,
age of
somebody
consent
said.
should be 16 in that many motherfucking places in this country. That shouldn't even be a thing. It should be 18 all around the board. That is disgusting. That shows you what the fuck kind of country we live in, where that many states got the age of consent being 16 and 17. More than 18. Fucking disgusting. That's disgusting, dog. Peace.
Damn,
This is
that
a
was
family
what was that?
show. Sorry about all the cursing, but it's
Sorry
a
about all
family
the
show.
cursing. What was that? 23 Wake? What was his name? Check him out.
23 Wake _.
23 Wake _.
That is pretty illuminating that the majority, it looked like the vast majority of the states in the United States, 16 is age of consent. It feels like it should be 21 at this point. Like people are mentally, I maybe I'm just biased because I'm old now, but mentally younger or as not as mature as they used to be, probably when they wrote those laws.
In some ways, they're way more mature,
Maybe,
like sexualized through these apps and all this other stuff. They do studies and they ask like high school kids what they want to do when they grow up, and a large portion of the girls say OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
and I think we think 18 because we think of adult films.
Yes, we do. And I mean, that's the age that we, us males, men, we have to sign up for the draft, the selective service.
That's why we think girls can do adult films, men can go to war and die.
Yes, right. That's
yeah,
right.
sounds like a patriarchy to me.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for that one, guys.
Thank you, guys. Okay, man, we didn't get any points on
No,
that,
we
man.
did not. No, it was a pretty good video.
We are in deep, deep trouble. Dude, this show has been fire so far. I don't care what the score is.
Yeah.
It's been fire.
It's good videos, bad scores.
Good videos, bad scores.
Come on. Big score, big score.
Nepal keeps leading by example on how to topple a corrupt government because this is our corrupt government officials having to flee their homes via a small platform dangling from a helicopter because 2 days after the police killed what is now being reported over 30 people during the largest protest in Nepal's recent history, where their Gen Z are protesting the corrupt government, a government where less than 20 years after they toppled the monarchy formed a two-party system, and recently those two parties merged into one large corrupt party with zero opposition, controlling everything from the government to the media. So the people of Nepal burned down all the government buildings, including the parliament building, their homes like the prime minister's house. They even chased their government officials like their finance minister down the river while throwing things at them, including members of the police that they chased into the river as well. I mean, they even burnt down the Hilton because allegedly it was built with dirty money, which made the politicians resign and literally flee. And they did all of this without even taking anyone else's life. And originally there were reports that the prime minister's wife was in the house when the house burnt down. However, and it was actually the protesters that found her inside, saved her life, took her to the hospital where she is currently recovering. Because in reality, these people were even helping the wives of other ministers who this woman was actually abandoned by her husband, by the way, because he was too busy running away.
Oh,
They
what a
didn't harm her.
scumbag.
They actually helped her get to a hospital. And because the toppling of the government was reactionary, as in that it wasn't planned ahead that they were going to, but it was in reaction to the fact that the police were taking their lives, rioters and looters saw an opportunity and joined in, and they were actually the ones that set a lot of the fires. And I did see a bunch of videos of people that were way older than Gen Z that were breaking into abandoned police stations, stealing guns and ammo. And the night that the parliament burned down, it did get a little dark in Nepal. But the next morning, the Nepali people, and I'm not talking about a couple, I'm talking about hordes of people, like the majority of people came out and they started to rebuild Nepal. No, I'm talking like people literally came out and started to rebuild Nepal. And that includes the Gen Z protesters tracking down and finding everyone who stole and looted stuff and publicly forcing them to go return it to the businesses that they stole it from. Like the people of Nepal protested peacefully. They effectively created damage without doing harm. Then they're fixing and repairing everything that was broken and then holding their own people accountable for their crimes. Rest of the world, I need everyone to take note. Thank you and stay safe.
BLM, do you hear that? Go back. Fix what you burnt down, BLM. We got some points on that one. We're halfway there. Guys, well, real quick, what did you think?
Well, I think it's very interesting. I would really love to know the catalyst behind it. Was our State Department, Marco Rubio, having his little fingers over there, helping the protesters, spurring it on, because Nepal was a strategic partner to China. And so, while I think that their intentions and motives are good, and I definitely the aftermath worked out for them, I hope it works out for those people. I really do.
I agree, dude. I like what they're doing. Listen, America, we need to come together. Hey, Mike and Sam, or hi, hey, Sam, and he says Mile, but Mike, can you give a heads up when you miss a week? I spent 4 days a week. I spent 4 days a week ago searching for the best show on the internet. Yep, I will. You just got to check out our Twitter. We announce it all the time. It's only when family and basically family, we can't show up. So
family or sickness.
Family or sickness, and I am sick, but I'm powering through it.
We did a show last week. There were some issues with releasing it on the podcast. It's like technically on the RSS feed, but there were some issues. But definitely look at Twitter. Definitely look at YouTube. Look at Rumble. It's on Twitch. So if it doesn't make it to the podcast, it's on the video platforms.
Yeah, Neppers stand on business for sure. Listen, so we're going to be on Spotify. It's taking a little longer than we thought, but we're moving a lot of stuff over there. So by October 1st, we should be good. So we will be on Spotify.
Spotify with video, important, so you can watch us on Spotify.
And guys, hit subscribe, like, comment. We're also going to work on a Doom-only channel for just Doomers, for the Doom. So that's what we're working on right now. So we'll keep you posted. The show is going in great directions, and it's just going to keep growing, dude. And share this thing with everyone you know.
We're at 1,407 points.
Let's go.
Oh, I feel good about that one.
I feel good, too.
Ooh.
How many people know this, but an amateur filmmaker in the 2000s became so obsessed with the TV show Dexter that he became Dexter in real life, and the story just gets way weirder from there. Mark Twitchell was a Canadian film school graduate and amateur filmmaker who, in the early 2000s, married an American woman and moved to the US to try and break into Hollywood, and he showed some early signs of success. He made a Star Wars fan film called Secrets of the Rebellion that actually featured Jeremy Bulloch, the guy who played Boba Fett in Empire Strikes Back. He wrote a script for a buddy comedy called Day Players and started shopping it around Hollywood. But also around this time, he started exhibiting some very odd, concerning behavior. He was obsessed with the TV show Dexter, but he had taken it a little too far. He created a Facebook page where he wrote from the perspective of Dexter Morgan and imagined fictional murders that he was committing and described them to his followers. Back to his film career, and Mark Twitchell isn't having a whole lot of luck shopping Day Players. He starts going to investors and telling them that he already has Alec Baldwin, Jeff Goldblum, and Kevin Smith attached to the film. And through this, some would call it creative marketing, others would call it outright lying. He ends up being able to raise anywhere between $65,000 and $300,000. But he couldn't let go of this obsession with Dexter. On October 3rd of 2008, not long after his daughter Chloe was born, he got onto the dating website Plenty of Fish, posing as a woman named Sheena, and set up a date with a man named Giles Tetrialt, lured him to his garage. Upon entering Mark Twitchell's garage, which he thought belonged to a hottie with a body named Sheena, Giles discovered an actual kill room straight out of the TV show Dexter, complete with the plastic sheets covering everything, and the big metal table in the center, and the tray with a bunch of cutting instruments and drills. He was immediately attacked by Mark Twitchell, who was carrying a gun, but he decided to fight back anyway. He overpowered Twitchell and got away. And you might think, well, didn't he go to the police and get the guy immediately arrested? Yeah. Well, no. Apparently, Giles Tetrialt was so embarrassed by the situation that he told nobody about it. Using the exact same Plenty of Fish scheme as last time, he lured a man named John Altinger into into the garage, bludgeoned him over the head with a baseball bat, killed him, and dismembered his body on the kill table, just like Dexter Morgan. Mark Twitchell then broke into John Altinger's condo and sent a bunch of emails out resigning from his job and telling all of his friends and family that he was going on a long trip to Costa Rica. However, several of his friends became suspicious. They called the police. The police investigated. They easily discovered that Mark Twitchell had killed him. He was arrested and sentenced to life in prison. And on top of all that, the investors that he scammed out of money for his movie found out about it and successfully sued him for millions of dollars. Mark Twitchell apparently has a TV in his cell, and he still watches every single episode of Dexter. So he must be in hog heaven right now. And real quick, if you like my videos and you want to see more in-depth writing from me, you can do that here.
Treehouse Detective. Man, that's crazy, dude. That is absolutely crazy. Hey, real quick, if you love the show, you should support us. And the best way to support is to go to our website and listen. Midnight Mike has an amazing show. It is called Our Big Dumb Mouth Podcast. Tell us about it. Here's your website, ourbigdumbmouth.com.
Oh, God. Yeah, we do it twice a week. It's live on Wednesdays, and I'm sorry, I thought I had it at States. There we go. We do it live Wednesdays and Saturdays, and it's a fun, goofy show. It takes about 2 to 3 episodes to get into, but once you're in, I think you're going to enjoy it. We talk about conspiracies, paranormal stuff, current events, and wacky news stories, and yeah, we try to cover it all.
Well, I love it. Support him because he's made this show amazing. And if you love me, guess what? Daddy's got gigs everywhere. He's always working really hard. And so tomorrow night I will be in Ventura, GG's Cocktail Lounge, then Tulsa, Oklahoma City, Austin, New Orleans for Skankfest. So excited for that. And then Tim Paul has a big night in Las Vegas at the Virgin Hotel, November 21st, and then the 23rd, we're going to be at the Raiders Cleveland Browns game, Minneapolis, and then New Year's Eve, closing it out in one of my favorite clubs, my club, the Dojo of Comedy, with some real bangers, Shane Cashman and Robbie the Fire Bernstein. And if you love Cash Daddies, our good friend Howie Dewey will be there as well. So support us, and yeah, that's about it. Support us. Support us.
Read about
real quick. This guy's gave us $10 and he's talking a little smack, and I don't like it. Okay. I don't like it at all. Look what else Ali Star Growling says. This isn't the best show, but I love it. Sam can say langes. Okay. It is the best show. I got to ask right now. We're really early. Is this the greatest show or the greatest show of all time? You got to ask yourself that. I mean, the wheel has not been kind to us on points, but the videos have been fire.
Yeah, the wheel has not been kind, but that shouldn't take away from the overall quality of the show. But
the
this next spin
show is amazing.
Here we go. We're going to do this right now.
Us. Power, baby. Up next, we have an open sport martial arts form performance. Us here at American Internationals. Nicholas Kajia with a front row, back row. This is a creative form performance in Atlantic City, a NASCAR World Tour rated event, point fighter approved, open to all ages, ranks, and styles. Nice, excellent combinations. The spinning kick, another one.
Double.
Some TKD front kicks, some punches going back the other way, flying side kick.
That's
Here's
a lot of
roll.
heat. A lot
Divisions
of heat.
for all
He looks
American
fired.
International.
I didn't think he was going to get back up after that one.
Traditional, one of the biggest events in the United States. Awesome venue, prize money, and great nighttime finals. Excellent performance. Power, baby. Us.
Yeah, us, bro. Us. That was fire, dude.
Magnificent performance.
That was amazing, and it got some points.
It helped us to crack 2,000 right there.
Thank you, bro. I mean, we got 30 minutes to get 1,000 points.
We're gonna do it right now.
We're in deep shit.
Because we got to get to Sam's Corner. So
we got to get to Sam's Corner. We got 30 minutes till Sam's Corner.
Trump was put in by the bankers to get the control grid.
The other team in the Uniparty wasn't moving fast enough. They couldn't get the control grid. I sent you a link. We just did a new collection of all the things Trump is doing to move the control grid. He is moving very, very fast. When it comes to building, first he's getting the Real ID implemented very aggressively. Real ID, to do a control grid, you need a very high quality precision national ID that's interoperable with all the other IDs around the world. And he's got Kristi Noem out there pushing the Real ID like there's no tomorrow. So they're working, and it's done through the states, but the feds are pushing it. So the first thing you need is a digital ID. The second thing you need is an all-digital financial system. So you got to kill cash, and you got to make everybody interact digitally. And if you look at what he's doing with taxes and Social Security, he's trying to make everybody, he's canceled pennies, but he's also canceled now. Normally I pay my taxes with paper, and now he's saying, no, you got to do everything digital. It's not this year, but next year.
Really?
So he's trying to, if you go through that list, I've got 50 different items of what he's doing. And if you look at what they're doing with the Genius Act and stablecoin, he said no CBDCs, but stablecoin. So I don't know if you've read the Genius Act, which is the new plan for stablecoins. Okay. A CBDC would be issued by the Federal Reserve. So presumably the New York Fed and the Fed member banks. Okay. Now, they are owned by their members. So Citibank, JP Morgan Chase, they own, as members, they own the New York Fed and, basically govern it. Okay. And the New York Fed is the depository for the Treasury, and the different banks work as agent to do those transactions. Okay. So now under the Genius Act, what they're saying is the guys who own the New York Fed are all going to create subsidiaries and issue stablecoin, which will be interoperable and can work with a social credit system. Now, here's the beauty of it. The New York Fed, under the law, has direct obligations to Congress, and Congress has jurisdiction over them. If you do it through the owners of the Fed, through their private subsidiaries, you're going to have some degree of freedom. So it gives you more freedom.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So if you think this is improvement, you have another thing coming.
So
Catherine Fitz.
I heard it a little differently. So with the issue of stablecoin, I heard that, and I could be absolutely wrong here, that it might be issued through the United States Treasury, which would supplant the power of the private Federal Reserve. So then the issuance of the stablecoin would be brought back underneath the control of the United States government and would undermine the Federal Reserve System. Maybe someone could correct me if I'm wrong on that. But
I'm open-minded to everything. Yeah. I don't think any of it ends well.
No.
Putin says that what they're going to do is take the $35 trillion and move it into stablecoin.
Okay.
That eats up the debt and gets us back to zero.
Let's do it.
I mean, I'm trying. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's good. I don't know, man.
That debt's got to go somewhere.
That's got to go somewhere. Or we can just tell them to fuck off and we're not going to pay it because it's fake money.
It seems like it's a race right now to issue stablecoin. And the only thing that the American empire really has is its dollar at this point. And so if they can get these stable coins out there in use worldwide, we'd still have the grip of the financial system in our control to a certain degree. So it's a race between us and the other major world leaders that issue this stuff to get ours out there quicker and faster than anybody else. So I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't end well, dude. But I'd rather the
I'm
U.S.
open-minded.
to win. Yeah.
I'm open-minded. This is D. Schneidi. Sam, this is the greatest show. You guys are the greatest show hosts. Now, when you go through the door, you will see a table on your left with your participation trophy. You are the best. That's dude. That's share the
exactly.
Night. That is comment of the night.
Wow.
Thank you. We love you for saying that. Thank you.
We are close now. We can remain. Close. We can remain in the Tower of Truth here if we just get 800 more points. Come on, people.
I agree.
Let's pull together. Positive thoughts right here.
Come on, positive thoughts.
You ever heard of Operation Big Buzz? 1955, the U.S. Army bred 1 million female mosquitoes that are known to spread yellow fever. Roughly 300,000 mosquitoes were loaded into bombs and dispersed from airplanes, as well as released from the ground in small boxes around the United States to check to see if they can spread bioweapons through insects. So these mosquitoes weren't infected by a disease or whatever that we know of, but it was just a test to see, can we drop them from bombs? And the conclusions were, yes, mosquitoes survive from aerial drops shockingly well. Tests proved that mosquitoes could, in theory, be used to spread disease like yellow fever, malaria as a weapon. They did it a couple times. They had Operation Big Itch, which they released fleas everywhere. And then they did Operation Dropkick, which is they released a ton of mosquitoes in Florida.
Cool.
Cuba in the 1970s and 80s accused the U.S. government of doing that exact same thing. So they accused the U.S. of releasing that type of mosquito to spread dengue. A 1981 outbreak killed over 150 people, mostly children. Cuba formally accused the CIA and the UN, though hard proof never surfaced.
Well, yeah, how do you prove where the mosquito came from? They're just thinking of everything. It's like that fog they put over San Francisco, and now we got mosquitoes. And this was in the 50s. They're doing something today.
Now we have that new thing going around where these ticks bite you, and people are now allergic to meat.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's like an evolution of this disease that ticks can carry, where if it bites you, people now cannot consume meat without getting sick.
Wow.
That would tick me off.
That would tick me off too. Well played, guys. Ninjas are butterflies, the best in the game. The best in the game. I don't know how Bill Gates is allowed to walk freely.
I don't know, but he's responsible for a lot of these shenanigans.
Bill Gates.
You don't have ticks in California, do you?
No, but they have them in, I know they have them in New York.
Yeah, I got them all over here in Ohio, and this year has been a little better than others. But I probably will tear off in a season, probably tear off like 5 off myself, and then dogs too. So it's tough. I got diagnosed with Lyme disease when I was 18.
Oh no!
And they thought it was a tick, but it's one of those things. My dog, my
cousin has it.
My dog that got tested for Lyme disease, so it's a problem, a huge problem. And if I couldn't eat meat, if I couldn't eat meat, that would be I could deal with it, but I don't want to deal with another problem like that.
I don't want to deal with it. Why should you? We like meat. Fuck Bill Gates. Real quick, Lyme disease is a real U.S. conspiracy one. Okay, I got you. I'm in. Thank you, Alistair Growley. Even though you said mean things about us, we still love you, guys. We're within.
Come on,
500 points. Almost.
We can do this.
Almost there. We got
just to stay neutral, just to stay in the tower of truth.
We got 21 minutes. Let's go, please.
We can do this. Come on,
man. This wheel.
Let's power up the wheel.
Sassy today.
That the sigils are not just on the skin, Tony. They're under the skin. I have a handprint of an entity pushing its way through the skin. It's not the top part of the hand. It's the inside of the hand. And it's pushing its way through the body.
You have a picture
I
of
have
this?
a picture of it. I'll show it to you after the show. Absolutely. Now, the second thing I want to make sure everybody understands is this, that these archetypes that the phenomenon masquerades as, they are not real in and of themselves. So the same alien that is placing sigils on skin today was the same demon placing sigils on skin yesterday. Aleister Crowley came out and said, today they will be called demons and angels. Tomorrow they'll be called something else. Now, here's the game changer. Recently, I discovered a quote from the heir of Thelema, by Crowley mentor. His name's Kenneth Grant. Kenneth Grant, in his book, one of his books, he talks about today that they'll be called extraterrestrial and not angels and demons. And here we go. He said they'll want worship, but they'll be extraterrestrial. And here's the most important part. He said, and by the way, we have their sigils. We have their sigils. Thelema has their sigils. So what that did was it kind of took all the research I and others have been doing and put it in line and said, even the occultists know they're not extraterrestrial. There's something deeper and darker out there that's trying to manipulate our species. And so what I have is a collection of sigils underneath the skin. Okay. Can I go on a little bit further on this?
Please.
So The purpose of a sigil in the occult is to basically carve the pictorial signature. Here we go. Not of a demon, of a practitioner. Okay. The forefather and grandfather of sigilization is Austin Osman Spar. He was an occultist. His philosophy was that when a practitioner can carve his symbols or their symbols into something or someone, they project their intentions into that signature of theirs. And in that ritual, they will determine the effects that will have on that experiencer.
Oh, man.
That's crazy. Man, that's some deep stuff.
Wacky Jackie is asking, is this video of the day? I don't know. Do you think it's video of the day?
I think it very well could be. It is striking all the notes for me of what I've been reading and what I've been getting into, and this guy is scratching my itch.
Scratch my itch. Let's do it. Video of the day for Wacky Jackie.
Heavy legs, big money. Great job, guys.
Great job. Congratulations. That's from Tony Merkel, the Confessionals podcast. We love him. One of the best podcasters in the business. Holla at your boy. Woo. How close are we, dude? Can we see how close we are?
26:47.
We gotta really get going, bro.
We're going to do it.
I don't know what happened to this wheel. Got chintzy.
Bad scores.
Come on, let's have a talk with him. Let's send human resources in.
Golden video.
These human were never meant to see part 24.
We are not in 2025, and I can prove this. The word calendar comes from the Roman word calens. Calends was the day of the month the Romans had to pay their taxes to the Roman Empire. So the calendar we use today was created to make us a slave so that we can become a part of a slave system. The calendar that we use today is called the Gregorian calendar. The Gregorian calendar is a copyrighted false timeline. It's a man-made, therefore it's copyrighted. And that timeline is copyrighted, and guess what? It's on your birth certificate, which means your birth certificate on paper is underneath the copyright of the Gregorian system, the Roman Empire. We used to have a lunar calendar, lunar cycle. We have man-made things, the Gregorian calendar, and we have God-made things, which is the cycle of the moon and the cycle of the heavens. This is the true calendar that we need to use. And it proves we're not in 2025. Because if we look at the word month, the word M-O-N comes from the root word of moon or moonth, because the moon has a 28-day cycle. It goes from a new moon all the way to a full moon, back to a new moon in 28-day cycles. And if we do 365 days a year divided by 28 equals 13, which means we have 13 months or moon cycles every single year.
Man.
What year
which means we have a missing month. They removed one of the months to create a 12-month cycle for the Gregorian calendar. Reason why I think they did this is to remove our connection to the heavens. They do not want our bodies, our minds, our consciousness in sync with these heavenly bodies, because we can use the moon to our advantage. Full moon is when the subconscious mind is wide open, and you can use the full moon to implant new messages, new beliefs into your subconscious mind.
Right.
Now, if you notice the Matrix, they always do bad things and rituals on this day to implant negative messages into your subconscious. The sun is a God-designed clock, an intelligently based design. The sun tells the time of the day, the moon tells the day of the month, and the stars tell you the month of the year. They do not want us in sync with the heavenly intelligences.
That was crazy. That's a great video, too. That's a great video.
That's a deep
Holy
one.
shit. I want to get the 13 month. Can you buy a 13th month calendar? Can you buy a 13-month calendar?
That'd be great. If that's a tinfoil hat exclusive right there. Start making 13
Yeah,
month
you
calendars.
can, dude. I'm ready to buy it, dude. Let's get it.
Well, I wish he would have told me what year I'm actually in. That would have helped
what
me out.
year are we in? Because
I
they
don't know.
added hundreds of years, like 500, 700 years.
I'll ask ChatGPT during
What
the
year
next
is
video.
it? What year is it? Come on now.
Well, we are so dang close. We are at 2897.
Get over that 3,000.
We're going to get over this hump right now.
And then we're going to look into calendars and find out
Yep.
what year it is.
Yep.
We
So
have
strap
to.
yourself in.
Strap yourselves in.
This is real footage of Lori Shaver walking down the aisle to marry her new husband after murdering and burying her previous husband in her backyard. This all started in 2015 when 36-year-old Michael Shaver mysteriously disappeared in Florida. His friends and family immediately became worried, but his wife Lori claimed that he abandoned her and the kids and that he wanted to start a new life. However, Michael's friends and family tried to get in touch with him but could never reach him. Eventually, Michael messaged his close friends and family and asked to be left alone. Then, not even a year later, Lori meets a man named Travis Filmer. They quickly got married and they had this beautiful ceremony with both their friends and family in Lori's backyard, which was this huge 5-acre property. At this point, 3 years go by since anyone's heard anything from Michael, and no one has filed a missing persons report. It wasn't until one day his close friend noticed that Michael was uploading very strange photos on Facebook, and he felt like something was off, so he asked police if they could go to his house where he lived with Lori and do a welfare check. The officer went to the backyard, which again was this huge 5-acre property, and described having this weird feeling. He said that Lori's demeanor was completely calm, like she had nothing to hide. And then he notices a cement slab with the outline of what appeared to be a human body.
What?
They quickly got a search warrant and they began digging in the backyard, and it wasn't long until they found Michael's body buried under the cement, which turns out was actually poured with the help of Lori's new husband. Her new husband testified and said that he had no idea that Michael's body was laying there and believed the story that Lori was telling everyone. So this entire time, Lori was the one logging into Michael's Facebook and uploading all these strange photos and responding to his friends and family pretending to be him. Now, things get even crazier because when Lori was arrested, she pled not guilty, and her defense tried to pin everything on her 7-year-old daughter, claiming that she shot her father while trying to defend her mother. The jury was not convinced, and Lori was convicted of second-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison.
Yeah, bitch. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Well, did she get divorced from her new husband, or are they still together?
By the way, that chick is a smoke show.
Yeah, she's an attractive woman.
I'll hear about murder from a hottie.
We are at 3387. We got it.
Yes. Some people are complaining that 2.5 minutes is too long. Guys, it's 2.5 minutes in an hour-and-a-half show. Okay? I get you have ADD. I got ADD. 2.5 minutes is not that long. You can ride it.
Yeah, it's okay. And so the longer form videos, more information, and it's a mix. You know, we have a mix.
Trying to say that chick was trans. Come on, guys.
No, I don't
Please
think so.
stop. Please stop.
I don't think so, but what do I know?
Yeah, let's go. Next one.
I got bad instincts. Here we go.
Well, that's a nice one.
Oh, that's a powerful spin.
So brace yourself.
Our phone calls are now going to be recorded from January 2026. Any phone calls, landline or mobile, that are longer than 10 minutes are going to be recorded by your network provider and held for 30 days.
Why?
This has been leaked by The Guardian. Apparently, I'm just going off a couple of TikToks that I have seen on here that have said, the government have said that they are now going to withhold 10-minute or longer conversations in case the police need them at any point.
Just in case.
Now, it doesn't bother me. I have got absolutely nothing to hide. But is this a little bit intrusive? It's like, if you have a conversation with a friend or a work colleague, it's only meant to last like a few minutes. Conversations that go on longer 10 minutes are apparently meant to be plotting something or organising something or not the norm. So therefore, according to a leak from The Guardian, again, I don't know, it's just all over TikTok at the moment. Let me know if you hear anything. Network providers from January 2026 are being told to store conversations longer than 10 minutes and hold them for 30 days in case the police need to investigate. Is this a good thing or is it intrusive?
No. And hey, newsflash, everybody. They're also doing it for calls less than 10 minutes.
Probably. It seems that seems like over 10 minutes you're using more hard disk space or record, like it requires more hard drive space to record stuff like that. So
hey guys, if you're gonna confess to a crime on a call, make sure it's less than 10 minutes. Okay, make sure it's less than 10 minutes. Hey guys, real quick, that was the Book of Wisdom by Harry B. Joseph. I highly recommend it. He breaks down everything, even about flat Earth. Okay, thank you, dude. Thank you. Let's go. I mean, I don't know. Is it possible to get 4,000 points in 9 minutes? Let's see.
Yeah, we can do it. We can do it. We can make it happen. Just for our own sake, for our own sanity.
Let's just see if we can get the 6. 7,500.
Plato maps out how every government eventually destroys itself. He traces this cycle in the book The Republic. It starts with aristocracy, ruled by the truly best, but over time, honor becomes more important than wisdom, creating democracy. Then wealth becomes more important than honor, leading to oligarchy. Eventually, the poor revolt and establish democracy. But unlimited freedom without wisdom turns chaotic.
Yep.
And from that chaos emerges tyranny.
Yep.
Someone promising to restore order through absolute control. Each system contains the seeds of its own corruption. The pursuit of honor corrupts wisdom. The love of money corrupts honor. Unlimited freedom can corrupt responsibility itself. What's striking is how each transformation seems logical in the moment, yet the overall trajectory moves away from justice. Plato wrote this pattern 2,400 years ago, and it still feels recognizable today. Do you see this cycle reflected in history?
Yeah, 100%. But I always think there's a hidden hand that makes that happen. Like, it's not natural. Like, there's a hidden hand that causes, like, the stuff we're going through right now when we saw that thing about Mao's China at the beginning, right?
Yeah.
That was an invisible hand forcing that to start to happen.
Like, they know something. They know, like, there's unrest. They know that the populace is unhappy. And so they spur it along in the direction that they wish it to go.
Yes.
And,
yes.
And so when the fall does happen, it falls gracefully in the direction that they want.
Yep. I totally 100% agree. And some guys ask because there's been no Charlie Kirk videos yet.
Nope.
And it's like, we got them in there. We don't decide what videos are seen.
No.
The wheel of doom decides. We are at its mercy.
But
As
you
you saw,
ask.
we went deep in the hole early. Do you think if we had any say we go deep in the hole early? No. Okay, let's go spin it.
If you think hard enough and if you will it to be, maybe it'll show up.
Maybe, if you believe.
They started doing the test tube babies back in the 70s, I think 1978. But I saw 2 of the test tube babies, and they both looked the same. That's what blew my mind. But you got to realize they don't have any seeds, no souls. Anytime they grow a baby in an incubator, or they clone one, or they do manipulations, there's no soul. They're soulless. Do you know what that means? That's like MK Ultra. I can send you out there to kill all these people, and you won't feel a thing. You won't feel a thing because you have no soul. You don't reincarnate. No karma, nothing. It's just a body, a carrier. Say I clone you right now, and you walk out there and you kill a whole lot of people, and the cops kill you. That's it. And nobody cares because you can create another one in the lab.
Damn, dude, that was fire, dude. I'm throwing video of the day on that one.
Let's do it. Yep.
That was fire.
Heavy legs, big money. Great job, guys.
Crazy. That was fire, dude. Holy shit. That was crazy, dude. That was a really. What do you think, dude?
That's the whole thing, you know. When does the soul get injected into the human body, the container? Does it happen at conception, or does it happen sometime when the fetus is growing, like at the 3rd month, 4th month? It's unknown, but growing in a test tube and without that energy between the mother and the father during sexual intercourse, okay, it creates something magical. And it does that happen in a test tube? I don't know.
I agree, dude. I 100% agree. Real quick, Ali Star Growley, even though he said some negative stuff, really coming in on the super chats. Thank you, brother. Dude.
Wow.
Yeah, and thank you. Go Tribe. We don't know what tribe he's talking about. Jim Casper's talking about. Could be the old Cleveland
tribe?
Indians.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
know? Maybe. We don't know. Go Cleveland. Go Cleveland.
What I just thought of, like, what she's saying there in that last clip is that the Britney Spears clone is soulless.
Bang, dude. The wheel weaves a story.
Yep.
Weaves it through, man. Fire, dude. Fire. Go for it.
You ready
Yeah.
to do this? Okay.
Yeah.
We're almost to
We got
Sam's corner
two
here soon.
videos, then we'll go to Sam corner.
No, that's what makes me always wonder about all these woo-woo things, man. Like, you know, you manifest everything. Well, is that just a pre-programming for like plugging you in so you can manifest everything, so you can make that reality? Oh, you know, astral projection and all these different things to get you to disassociate your subconscious from your biological body. That's exactly what these motherfuckers are trying to do, bro.
Yes, you know,
So I wonder how much of this extends from MK Ultra, because when you're looking at MK Ultra, which I'm doing a huge series on right now, but it's coming from the angle of looking at what's going on today, the different movements like ufology, telepathy tapes, astral projection documents, and all that, the CIA documents that came out. What does that put out there to get you to believe that you could do that whenever really it's a technique used in MK Ultra to get people to be more suggestible? And then you're being programmed every day, and suggestible shit is happening every day from your phone and your TV. So all they need you to do is you do some work on your own, and then you start doing that shit. Next thing you know, the programming starts working better, right? And so now you're MK Ultra in yourself, dude. And so I wonder, man, the more I get into this, I'm really thinking, dude, it's a lot of false transparency out there. And so you got to watch for that shit, man.
Damn, Outside the Mind podcast. They are tinfoil hat children. They listen to the show. They started their own podcast. They've been on the show and dropped some bombs, dude. Are you aligning God's will, your free will, with God's plan? They dropped that on me, and I thought that was one of the most amazing moments on the show, and it has helped my life completely. I love it.
Yeah, with all this stuff, when you practice remote viewing, astral traveling, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, is it for the highest good, your own highest good, or are you just experimenting, and are you leaving yourself susceptible to other forces? And it's something that I often I ponder when I read about all these weird topics, and I try to be mindful of it. And I certainly don't like to get myself too wrapped up in it. I try to keep an arm's distance away from the stuff and don't believe too much. Just enough, but not too much.
Mike, what if the goal is to get you outside your body so they can step into your body?
Yeah.
Because we know that's a big part of transhumanism.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like
exactly.
If you astral project, come back, and something's in your body, you can't get back in.
Hey, that was my house. What are you doing here?
Yeah. What is this?
It's a squatter. I don't need some spirit squatting in my body.
It's like grizzly bears in Michigan. They just move into a house. You're like, hey, dude, that's my house. Like, "Rawr."
Very tough to get them out.
Very
Yeah.
tough. Hold on, real quick. Shua, a Canaanite man, Genesis 38:2. Shua, daughter of salvation, and Yahshua, salvation, is the same linguistics family and indicates lineage. Thank you, Kevin Crawford. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. That was great.
What
That was a
the
deep
hell?
comment. That was a great comment, dude. Last video.
Last
video.
spin of the wheel, people. Here we
And
go.
then we go to
We have the
Sam's corner.
44-77.
We'll take it, dude. That wasn't a bad night. It was. The scores were rigged, in my opinion. What can we do?
In 1931, scientist Auguste Piccard ascended to an altitude of almost 10 miles up. He and his assistant saw the Earth through copper-colored, then bluish haze. It seemed to be a flat disk with an upturned edge. And that is interesting. Even in flat Earth documentaries and flat Earth models, I don't hear very often an upturned edge.
There's a distinction between circularity and sphericity, because the word round gets thrown around very often. A circle's round. A sphere is round too, but a sphere is a 3D roundness. So that term down and away is really critical when people say, oh, well, I saw the curve. Often people saw circularity. And then they say, well, it sort of looked like it's down and away at the very end. And who knows, because of the way our eyes see and there's atmospheric stuff, it would be great to see a full sphere from far out in space. And if NASA has the budget and they claim to be sending probes out into deep space and sending people to the moon decades ago, you'd think they'd be able to show us video footage of a sphere, but we don't seem to have that. There's a phenomenon in artwork, but also just in vision. It's called perspective, where if we are on a straight road and there are street lights, the street lights in the distance, even though they're all the same size, it looks like they're closer to our eye level, far away, because of the way our bodies basically perceive things. There's something called an azimuthal grid of vision that's created. If we're in a space, it looks like we're in a dome because of the way our eyes see. If you're out in a big field, it looks like we're in a dome space. So there's a circularity to distance vision. And you could be high up and sort of see that circularity and then confuse it for a sphere because you're like, oh, well, it's round. Actually, you would see in a circular type shape because of the way our eyes work. So the broader point here is when we're talking about observed things through the eyes, we have to incorporate the way our eyes see, and we then have to rethink distance and shape.
Dude, nobody's better than Greg Carwood in the Higher Sides chat, and that is super interesting. Basically, what they're saying is it's the upside down frisbee.
Yeah.
So it goes like this.
We're living in a dog dish.
We're living in a dog dish, dude. And if it's an energy vortex, that could form what looks like a sphere, right? Energy. Bang, 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 pow.
And what you said about the eyes and distance, it does make sense. And my eyes are round, so maybe I'm just seeing a bunch of round crap in front of me.
Okay, this is a controversial statement here. Danny Avari, okay, Sam chooses which vids make the wheel. He intentionally chose not to have any Charlie videos. Sam has been captured. Was good while it lasted. Dude, I have multiple Charlie Kirk videos in here. The wheel didn't show them.
They did not.
We had about undoing the gun. We have something breaking down Charlie Kirk's wife. It didn't make the wheel. I do not control the wheel. He does not control the wheel. We do not control the wheel.
Yeah, I like a bunch of videos I put in here didn't come up. We still have a lot left over. It is literally up to the wheel, and
it's literally up to the wheel.
That might change in the future, but as of right
I like
now,
the wheel deciding. I don't want to know what's coming up, and just because people can't accept it, that there's order in the randomness, but there is order in the randomness, and we do not pick it. All these videos I liked.
Yeah.
There's right now there's 49 videos that didn't get played.
Yeah.
49.
That's insane.
We don't pick what is shown. We just pick what is loaded into the wheel. And we have multiple Charlie Kirk videos in the wheel. The wheel didn't want to show you Charlie Kirk today. Not our fault.
And in fact, you might be Charlie Kirked out at this point.
Yeah, there is a little bit of Charlie Kirked out. Yeah. Come on now. Come on. Okay, let's go Sam Tripoli's corner.
Yep.
Here we go. Man, we got a lot. Here we go. Let's go. Let's kick off with something funny. Here we go. A little fun. Let's clean it up.
Let's have fun.
A racist comment. Do you want to hear it?
What is it?
If her parents did not immigrate here, she would be sleeping in cow shit with no rights. The irony.
You will be sleeping in what?
In cow shit with no rights. The irony.
Oh, okay.
Is that true?
Cow shit? What does that mean?
They're saying if I was still in India with you, we would be sleeping with cows in shit. But you didn't have cows in your house, right?
We did have cows in our house. So big deal.
You have to go.
Yeah.
Right? There we go. Stop it. Please stop. It's just uncalled for. Just stop thinking everything's racist because you don't like it. All right, next one. You want to speak about racism? Here we go. Watch this. This is hilarious. This is how scary white women are. Here we go.
Are they scared of us?
Not many tourists come here.
Run, the kids are running away.
She is the whitest woman I've ever seen. You look like a ghost.
Ouch! Run, the kids are scared.
Watch this.
These kids are smart. They know what white people do.
No, not white people, lady. White women. Okay? White women.
I'm going to say racist stuff.
Let's see what else we got here. Oh, this one's really funny. This is actor Michael Shannon reading an actual email from a sorority sister. Here we go.
Oh, nice.
Tie yourself down in whatever chair you're sitting in, because this email is going to be a rough fucking ride. For those of you that have your heads under rocks, which apparently is the majority of this chapter, we have been bucking up in terms of nighttime events and general social interactions with Sigma now. If you're reading this right now and saying to yourself, OMG, Becca, I've been having so much fun with my sisters this week, then punch yourself in the face right now, so that I don't have to fucking find you on campus and do it myself. You have 361 days out of the fucking year to talk to sisters, and this week is not. I fucking repeat, not fucking one of them. This week is about fostering relationships in the Greek community, and that's not fucking possible if you're gonna stand around and talk to each other and not our matchup. Newsflash, you stupid fucking cocks! Frats don't like boring sororities. Oh, wait, double fucking newsflash. Sigma Nu is not gonna wanna hang out with us if we fucking suck! Which, by the way, in case you're an idiot and need it spelled out for you, we fucking suck so far. This also applies to you little shits that have talked openly shouldn't be post-gaming out of the frats. I don't give a fuck if your boyfriend's in it. You don't go! You don't go! And you especially do fucking not convince other girls to leave with you. Rebecca! You say in your whiny little bitch voice to your computer screen, I've been cheering on our sports teams at all the sports. Doesn't that count for something? No, you stupid fucking asshats! It fucking doesn't! Do you want to know fucking why? Doesn't count because you've been fucking up at sober fucking events too! For example, being stupid shits and saying stuff like, yeah, what's kickball? Well, it's time someone told you, no one fucking likes that! I will fucking cunt punt the next person I hear doing something like that. And I don't give a fuck if you SOR me. I will fucking assault you.
I love that guy.
Dude, that was
he should be hired for everything at this point. What an amazing delivery.
Hey, dude, I think I got a new sponsor for the show. I think you'll like it. These are my favorite videos because they fit in what Midnight Mike loves. Here we go.
All the macaroni and cheese! Look, Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin, did you eat all the macaroni and cheese?
Nothing's better than cheddar.
Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin! Cheddar Goblin!
I will take that sponsorship.
I will take that. Pizza Magic and Cheddar Goblin are in. This one's a more interesting video. I know people hate AI. But I'm just gonna tell you, I like the way this video is presented.
The evil ruler in history was so cruel. His enemies start calling him the devil. It's the 15th century. A young prince is taken hostage by the Ottoman Empire. They lock him in a fortress prison, chained, starved, forgotten. Back home, his family is betrayed, torn apart. He lives in fear, surrounded by enemies, but he survives. After 6 brutal years, he's released and does the unthinkable. He takes back the throne. He makes one promise: revenge. He invites the nobles who betrayed him to a feast, then has them impaled publicly. He burns villages, then dines alone beside the flames. He invites hundreds of beggars to a feast, locks the doors, and burns the hall down. He poisons wells, builds forests of wooden stakes, his empire marked by fear. To some, he was a ruler. To others, he wasn't human. He was the devil on earth. He was Vlad the Impaler.
Yep.
Wow, very well done. Like
Very well done.
I like the style. It's probably AI, but at least it doesn't look like all the crap I churn out. It looks like it was stylized and it was very well told.
It was great. Okay, so we got 2 left. This one's a tiny bit longer, but I think you'll like it. And then we're done. 2 more. Here we go.
He did something very important. He just got to the top of the pyramid, the white vacationers pyramid. There's a group of people, white people, who vacationed as Negroes for a time until they went back white. And when they went back white, they got untold riches.
Yeah, who else is on it?
At the bottom is Post Malone. Post Malone, who came up, is my God, is white eye the sun. A couple of years later, Post Malone was like, rap is not real music. I was like, God damn. Very powerful white vacationer. Miley Cyrus, one of the best. She went from Disney, then all of a sudden, Miley Cyrus was throwing ass and being down with Mike Will Made It. She had the Jordan. She was a top flight black culture vacationer.
Okay.
Loved it. One day, all done. That music really doesn't have very much value. Miley, what? Justin Bieber. Big time. Now, Justin Bieber has basically almost come back with the last album where he all of a sudden doing R&B again.
They're saying he's ambiguous now.
He biracial.
He might be at the top of the pyramid with that.
But Justin Bieber came along. It's a lonely girl. And the next thing it was like, my nigga. And then he took it further because he actually started getting in trouble. Rick Ross and the rest of these guys giving Justin Bieber lean, and then Justin Bieber actually fucking the whole lean situation up. They then took the activists off the shelves, and you had a whole bunch of black lean heads that I know from Sea to Shining Sea going, now, how the fuck we let Justin Bieber sip lean with us? But that's not who Travis Kelce overtook.
Ooh.
The number one white vacationer of all time before Travis Kelce just got to the top is Patty Hearst. Patty Hearst, heiress.
I was thinking like a musician.
No, heiress to the William Randolph Hearst fortune, joins a black liberation group and is living with them, having sex with them, robbing banks with them. Picture of Patty Hearst beret, fucking machine gun at the bank, doing the thing.
Yes.
Has her whole little deal, freaks out, has the deal, and then says, I was brainwashed by these niggas. All these niggas go to jail. Right?
Such a good point.
Patty says, I was brainwashed by these niggas. These niggas took me and I was captive by them and I was brainwashed. I didn't really want to do that shit. She goes on being Patty Hearst. What happens to them is the same thing that happens to Black Liberation Group. She was number one. But Travis Kelce is over her. He was black. He had the whole thing. Kelce had the haircut. He had the swag. He had different black ladies. He was a part of the chain.
He kind of had a little bit of a black scent too at one time.
He saw Taylor Swift and went white again right away. And guess what? It worked because he didn't come up. He's about to have come up more than Patty, Miley, Post Malone, Justin Bieber combined. He got Taylor fucking Swift. The rest of these people, they pissed me off when they did it. Justin Bieber kind of didn't piss me off because he kind of whatever. But Travis Kelce did it, and I'm happy for him.
And committed.
There you go. Last video. I got a bunch of...
That was very well thought out. Very well thought out.
I'm going to end on this. So real quick, Midnight, we have one guy complaining about no Charlie Kirk videos. And guess what? We're going to end on.
Oh, a little Charlie Kirk
here
video.
Nice. Here we go. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
This one is hilarious. Here we go.
Baby, somebody said, spin the block and let us know what's going down on the Grindr app while they're having this Clay and Rally Memorial at the State Farm Stadium. Let us know what's up.
Bitch, he delivered.
There go the gentleman right there, right? Okay, here's him replying, and here is the map. Here's the Grindr map at the State Farm Stadium. Baby! This screenshot of the Grindr map is literally the hypocrisy of this movement caught in 4K, bitch. You got a group of groypers, incels, and Christian nationalists all waving around their purity flags, talking about traditional Christian values, baby. Their phones be telling the real story, apparently. So why are the apps on fire at Republican-led, Christian nationalist-led events like this? Because their whole movement is built on repression. They want to control women, they hate on women, and they're also secretly obsessed with male bodies, specifically young male bodies. They shame queerness, and yet they secretly seek it. And the more they deny it privately, the more extreme it comes out publicly. This is why so many of them family values, Christian nationalists, Republicans end up exposed on Grindr or with male escorts.
I'm telling
because
ya!
groypers, incel culture, and white nationalists all share the same secret. And the louder they scream about purity, the darker their closet really is, y'all.
Yeah, I'm with ya. I'm with you.
The Republican Party's changed. Like, they're not as anti-gay as what they were, 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
Old data, but it is hilarious.
Oh, yeah, when they get
that
caught.
everyone's on Grindr. And what I will tell that chick, okay, is there's no one more homophobic, no demographic more homophobic than the black community. And guess what? They're all download brothers, okay? And that's why all these rappers all gave up the booty to get their things. So watch yourself when you start talking about other races being homophobic. Take a look at your own, okay? Take a look at your own, dude. And that's why I hate when people start calling out this sexuality, that sexuality. As long as you're not hurting people, and particularly kids, I don't care what you do, because they use it for blackmail, guys. That's what I'm saying. God gave us free will. You have to align with God's plan. I don't know what that plan is, but to sit there and make fun of those people when your own community is full of homophobia is hilarious. But it is hilarious. Everybody went to a Turning Point USA thinking they were all on Grindr.
And they couldn't turn the app off for like a weekend, guys. I mean,
take a week off from man ass, please. Here we go. F Globalers, FE for life. Thank you, dude. Either way, I still love you both. Love and light. I'm just stirring up the pot after all. Yeah, that's a nice way of saying you were wrong. We'll accept your apology, sir.
Okay.
We will accept your apology. I think we have one more. Let me see. If not, we will call. Oh, there it is. Last one. Here we go. Charlie was banged from the right and the left. And the left was the Exaroot. Cash Patel was compromised. Ben Shapiro is the demon. Netanyahu is the Antichrist. You will not get an argument for me on that one at all. And that's it. Hey, guys, greatest show ever or the greatest ever show ever? That's the question. We got almost 4,000 people watching live. I love you, Midnight Mike. It's always an honor to go into battle with you, battling the wheel. The wheel is our friend, but sometimes it's just in a mood, It's
maybe next time we'll have some videos on why were CIA planes flying over Charlie Kirk's assassination.
I'm in, dude. Who knows it's real? There's so many different things that's how you know it wasn't one kid who's in the transferees, and that's all I gotta say. I love you, Midnight. Again, if you have a moment, support us. Go to our websites. Okay, go check out our Big Dumb Mouth podcast at bigdumbbmouth.com. And then if you're feeling really sassy and you want to see some live shows and me do high quality multi-layered dick jokes, go to samtripoli.com. I do dick jokes. That's how I deal with the chaos. Okay. So here we go. These are the dates. Go to samtripoli.com, click the events, and we will see you next week. And hopefully by October 1st, we'll be fully on Spotify. We're moving a lot of content over there, so it's taking a lot more than we thought. But if not, anyways, I love you guys, and we will see you next week.
See you next time.